Hang on. Hang on, let me message it to you. Okay, what? Welcome to Dials and Dice. I'm trying to get the players their information. Let's see. For the room. Alright. So I just sent you a message. Yeah, so what we're gonna do tonight while these guys are trying to get connected is we are going to do a big splash format gauntlet game. So what that means is I have a D6 dial, and so the sides of the dice are going to coincide with the weeks of the league, excluding the Jank Tank week and week 8. If that makes sense. So it'll be I'm trying to figure out why this die is so dark. So let's see here. You guys are in the room now. Don't mute him. All right. And ignore the overlay for right now. This is Alex and Sam, right? So just to go over real quick, the challenges are as follows. Week 1, which is Brave Rookie. Your list must include a generic ship with every slot filled. Week 2 is the Jank Stars. Your list must contain initiative 3 to 4 pilots limited, except the list that's provided. Week 3, your list must contain 1 new pilot release in the latest squadron pack. Week 4 is the thematic one, and we can discuss that if we roll that. So week 6, which is actually going to be die result number 5, is Ladies Not Out, and then 7, which is die result 6, is the Joust Me. So, who wants to call the die? All right. Well, so I guess you don't call the die. It's just what is what it is. All right. So rolling it is a 4, which leads us to the thematic one. Now, if you have a list that you've already flown, that would probably be the easiest thing to do. Oh gosh. Basically your list has to consist of pilots of the same thematic squadrons. For example, like Blue Squadron, Onyx Squadron, Trade Federation, etc., etc. There's a lot of flexibility with that. Yeah. Welcome, Lee, by the way. I forgot to introduce Lee. So yeah, if you think you can do that in 5 minutes, then we'll do that, but I understand the difficulty of researching that. What do you guys think? You got like a lot of scum stuff, like you got the Black Sun, the Cartel, Yeah. Yeah. We could roll again if you want to see if the next one would be more billing. How about that? All right. Okay. Well. All right. That's a 2. What was 2? Week 2 was the Jank Stars. No, Jank Stars was the build a list of the pilots, excluding the ones in the list. And I do have a link. I have a link that I can send you in Discord right now. For both of you. And you have 5 minutes to build a list with pilots of initiative 3 to 4 that are limited, i.e. named, excluding the following in the list. Yep. All right, you got 5 minutes. It's on the table timer right there. So I'm just gonna leave this up on the screen. Welcome to Dials and Dice tonight. If you are just recently joining us, welcome. Tonight we are doing a Gauntlet game. We have Alex and who is it again? Sam. Sorry. It's been a long day. So we'll put Alex over here. And then Sam over here. And whenever they get their lists, they can send me their link. And I will put that in. So they now have about 4 minutes left to build their list and send me the link. How you doing tonight, Lee? I'm just tired. Allergies. Yeah. Yeah, we're like 27 hours the last 2 days. All over the North Carolina. Yesterday I went from Clinton to Winston-Salem, and then to Cary. And then today I went from yesterday. I don't even remember. I went to Greensboro today, which is 2 hours away. Then I have 3 minutes left to submit their lists. 3 minutes left on the timer. Oh wow. I don't know if I'm gonna have 8. Right. Are you a frog? Oh, yeah. I was just talking about all the kids, like the tadpoles. Alright, looking back at the table, 1:45. How is your list coming along? Nearly there. And if you don't have your list sent in before the timer goes off, you have to. All your ships have to do a red 2 straight on the first round. A red 2 straight. That is terrible. Yep. Oh, we got it on the table. Can you send me the link? Uh-huh. A red move every other move. That would be so hard. All right, we got Alex's list here. And then Sam, we need I see it. I see him type. He's typing. It's what it says. Wait for it. All right, I got it. Okay, I like this. Let me make sure that everything is legal first. Mace, Shakti, and CC. Huh. Huh. All right, so thank you for the follow, Fragility. All right, so we'll be getting this game launched here soon. We have Alex with Galactic Republic and Sam with Galactic Empire. So let's see here. What would you like to go over, Lee? All right, go ahead. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Duchess is not legal. Duchess is initiative 5. Uh-oh. I mean, you could. I mean, you can fly Countdown, which is the initiative 4 next to Duchess. And then the list is 195, so it's only 1 point difference. Does it sound fair? I'm not even gonna worry about the link. Don't worry about the link. I'll just fix it in the overlay. Oh yes. Yeah, it's pretty solid actually. Well, you have to suffer a damage to do that though, right? Right, that's true. Yeah, I could see that. Right. That was mean, Lee. I don't think anybody cares. All right, there. We're gonna move over to the stream chat channel, and you guys enjoy this game. All right. All right. We are back over to the stream chat channel. Yep. So this is the Gauntlet. They were throwing in the Gauntlet. This is what they produced. So do we talk about the list? Not really. Right. So this is super fun. He's got a 10-point bid with a supernatural mace. So that's hilarious just in itself. Yep. And then we got the crit bot. Chalk T, yeah. Marksmanship, auto blasters, R7. You're pumping through 2 to 3 crits if you can get behind somebody with the auto blasters. Pretty good. Yep. I think Shock T is the one that can keep the tokens. Right. Yeah, yeah. That's really good. Being able to change your dial basically after everybody else has moved. This is, it's gonna be interesting to see how cagey he flies with this list. I'm sure it's gonna look super cagey. Um, these are fragile glass cannons right here. So we got purple mace and yellow Sacy. Purple. Yeah. Blue and yes. Betting. Hang on. Betting. The Borg? What? Oh. Alright. Going over to the Empire list. We've got Zyrtec Strom, which I'll always call him Zyrtec, like the allergy medicine. I3, during the end phase, you can spend a lock you have on the enemy ship to expose one of that ship's damage cards. Pretty good, actually. We also have concussion missiles and FCS on there, with the advanced targeting computer turning those hits to the crits. Then we've got Ved Foslo and the X1 as well. Being able to change the maneuver. And we have Discipline and FCS and Afterburners. Not sure how well this is going to work moving first against the other I4s. But we'll see how he uses this tool. Then we have Pierce Sabak with Discipline and Thermal Detonators. While you perform an attack, if you have one or fewer damage cards, you can roll one additional attack die. Really good. That is a 5 die attack at range 1 if he's damaged. And then we have Countdown, a Discipline, and Thermal Detonators. Also, we'll be looking out for the Discipline triggers. After another friendly ship is destroyed, they can barrel roll or take a target lock action. So, you're good to go, yeah. And they have started the timer. And start the timer for the overlay. And we are off. Zyrtec is red and Ved is yellow. Hang on. Zyrtec red. Ved yellow. And then we've got Kirsabak is green. And Countdown is blue. All right. Going back to the table here. I love how he's got these aces spread apart. I'm talking about on the Jedi side over there. And he also has the ETA slightly tilted so he can get those bullseyes at weird angles. Just wait, you'll see. You'll see how it works. I just know how aces work. I know how the aces work. I sound sick. Wow. I don't know. Sassy Tim. Nice. That was a supernatural boost. And then executing maneuver. Now barrel rolling. He's trying to get a good, a nice early flank. All right, so he spent the force to keep the evade token on the on Shock T. Now we have our back to dials. Lee, what do you think's going on here? I think Sam is probably going to try to delay the engagement here. Yeah. You do have Mace coming in from the side. You can potentially get some plink damage from this, from far away on countdown. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. You have those thermal detonators to watch out for as well on Pure Sublock and Countdown. Yep. But I don't think we should have to worry about that too much. You have double repositioning aces. You can't hear. Oh my goodness, Lee, you have
like
been,
at all, Tim?
Lee, you have been muted. Sorry.
How long have I been muted?
The entire time.
Oh my gosh. Alright, well at least you guys didn't have to hear my Star Trek joke.
Get wrecked.
Steven has some terrible allergies right now, Tim, so I'm assuming he was hitting the bottle, and by that I mean NyQuil before this. I don't think you've ever left me muted that long.
I had it muted before the stream and I forgot to unmute it. Because the guys were talking.
Well, if you thought Steven had gone crazy, well, he has. He also just had me on mute. He wasn't talking to himself. Not that there's anything wrong with that, right? I hope not. I shouldn't do it.
No.
Do I get to tell my awesome Star Trek joke again, Steven?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I didn't think he'd say yes. It was terrible.
You can do whatever you want.
What did Mr. Spock find in Captain Kirk's toilet? The captain's log.
Gosh. Seriously?
That was better. That was much better than the last one.
Wow. All right. Yeah, it looks like he's trying to stay towards the top of the board here. Although he is leaving. Oh, never mind. He's leaving. Yeah, as in leaving.
So he's leaving Mace some room. If Mace did a 3 bank or something and then boosts in, he's going to be fairly close. I mean, close enough for a shot for sure.
The three bank won't fit with a boost there. I mean, 3 bank will fit, but you won't be able to boost. He probably did. He probably did it too hard. Probably did it too hard. Do the too hard boost to the left, and you might catch the corner.
Yeah, when he barrel rolled over, I doubt it. Oh, what in the heck is he doing? So I was gonna say that's a lot of force. So he did a 1 hard on Shock T, or left. Still has the evade, so held on to that.
Yep.
I think he's trying to boost. I'm having a hard time telling. How's everybody out in the chat doing tonight? Anybody dealing with a lot of school things? We lost track. Totally missed my son's back to school night tonight. So, or at least half of
Wow.
it. So, but I think that was the fourth one we've had. No, fifth. No, fourth. Because my two kids had their back to school night on the same night because they're in the same school. So, yeah, we had 4 events this last 5 days. All right, Sassy Tim taking a 3 bank, and then a barrel roll,
All right.
delaying as long as possible.
Probably.
Apparently,
Yeah. Just taking the focus, or
yeah, I
yeah.
expect. Not that it'll matter much, outside the fact that they might get a hold on to it.
That
Okay,
was just a one
so
hard.
1 hard.
Are you gonna
Also slow
barrel
rolling it.
roll just to set up that zoom?
Well, those things move fast, so
With the boost.
why not? Gonna recover that force here shortly, anyways. Nothing.
Nothing.
And back to dials.
They're trying to engage.
Well, they're ish.
He's spinning the force to keep the evade token.
Why not?
On.
I mean, that's the ship that's most likely gonna see first combat.
You think?
I think. You don't have initiative up here, but doesn't Alex have initiative?
What?
Doesn't Alex have initiative? It doesn't look like we assigned it.
No, Sam has initiative. He moves first.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry,
We'll put that up there.
Where am I? There it is. So everybody getting back ready for school. I've done all their clothes and shoe shopping for their.
Yep. I bought a hat the other day.
Hey, you're paying for daycare. You're broke regardless.
Wait, you just disconnected.
What? Where?
Did you get kicked off?
I'm still here. Now I am. What'd you do?
Hey, I didn't do nothing. Hey, don't look at me now.
Your face is literally on the screen. I can't not look at you.
Don't look at me.
All right.
Hey, you're back.
Ah, Tim, that sounds actually kind of nice. I don't know though. We have, like I said, 4 daycare kids in the summer here, so Tim said that his kids are home for the fall again.
Looks like we got all the dials set on the Empire side over here.
Yeah. So I think they're set on
Which, by the
both
way,
sides.
we have the board switched. Let me fix that.
Yeah, we do.
Well. Ta-da.
Yeah, where are the A-Wings? I think you should just drop one on the board, Steven, just to make this feel normal.
The A-Wings. Yeah.
He's ready for some of the new ships to come take over the meta.
I'm ready to fly the Whisper.
Yeah.
Go
You
on a
would.
jam. Alright, we got a 3 bank over here.
Within range,
Gonna be picking up that target lock there.
for sure. So cards, everybody's wondering, cards from last time. So I'm still working on a final Patreon for what, quarter 2? No, quarter 3. What am
3.
I talking about?
Yeah.
So I'm working on a Patreon card for that. So, and I've got the card backs done today though. Now that I'm seeing these side mats, I need to redo it. So I think these look nicer than what I made today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna have to do something a little different. I oddly enough, so last week when my main computer at home crashed, my one that I use for work, but it's a Mac, so I use it for doing cards and so forth, just because it works pretty well with Photoshop. So that one crashed and burned. So I had 2 computers that are on totally fresh builds right now, and I totally lost a good little chunk of settings and so forth to do these. So I've got
Ooh.
to go get things back and up and running.
He gets blocked with Shock T.
Yeah,
However,
he does.
he's not gonna get shot by anybody else. We got a 1 hard there. I say, you know. Oh, this is the one with COT. He barrel rolls, just gives himself some space.
She's off that engagement till next turn. Get a 3 straight.
He continues to go a little slow here.
She's gonna barrel roll left. I think he's clear of a shot. So, but he's got one.
He boost straight target lock blue.
Oh, all right.
All right.
He chooses blood. I'm trying to
Who's he
decide
going
if he's in
after?
range. It's gotta be, I mean, it's gotta be countdown, right? So he's out of arc. So he's got an obstructed shot into countdown.
Oh, he's going for the barrel roll.
Nice.
All right, here we go. I really like the positioning of this engagement in favor of Alex. He can really use the obstacles right here for positioning and being able to duck into places where he knows the enemy ships might not be at.
Yeah. Sam's doing a good job of flying a nice little formation here too, though. So we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, the only shot's going to be on Mace right here.
From where? You mean
Well,
Mace into countdown?
From Mace, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna say, what are you seeing that I'm not?
Oh, we got 3 dice, hit crit.
Got 2 dice. 2 defense dice.
And he
He's
has a
gonna roll
focus.
a
Ooh!
blank. Blankety blank.
Is he going to use his ability?
Let's see. That's only 2 though.
Yeah, but that's a crit.
True.
He could, yep. He's going to take a stress and a regular damage to cancel the hit and crit.
Okay.
So he saves himself the critical damage, which is, that's actually a really good ability. Like,
Came in handy there.
yeah.
I don't know if it could have been more handy later, but I mean, being disabled. So if he would have gotten something like weapons failure, I mean, he's got. He doesn't want to be down and out yet.
Hey, you know what I see coming soon? To a
Fancy flying.
play mat near you.
What's that?
Some thermal detonators.
Oh yeah, I could see that. He's definitely wanting to drop those. And who could blame him?
And you got Mace on the way, and you got Shock T. Like I said, they're so maneuverable. I don't know if it would even get hit. You do
And then
have
you got Sassy Tim. Don't forget about Sassy Tim.
yeah, you do have Sassy Tim over here in the middle of nowhere, pretending to be bait. I wonder where Sassy's gonna go.
I can't imagine she just barrels right into that formation.
Right.
I'm trying to think of a way that they can get out of it, but there's no way she's gonna miss all those firing arcs. So I'm thinking a bank at a countdown. So dropping those thermal detonators behind, trying to catch Mace off guard. Of course, you're gonna get Shock T all mixed up in there. Cause a little chaos. I think he's expecting it though, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So he's planning. He's trying to figure out where to go right now to minimize the damage.
Also, countdown is stressed, so no ailerons there. What do you think about the new Y-wings?
I'm excited. So I like flying resistance, so the T-70s are one of my favorite formats. So the RZ 2 A-wings are fun too. I think being able to slide in a Y-wing and just having some options with bombs is going to make things a little more interesting. I think it's going to make it a more viable faction. Not that it's not viable currently, but I'm saying more viable. What do you think?
I'm planning on getting it, trying it out. I'm more excited about the FO bomber.
Oh yeah.
I think they're gonna have some really unique pilot abilities. That's gonna be really fun. And add a little bit more flavor to the First Order faction.
For sure.
In terms of
so they definitely
unique bombing abilities. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean their pilot abilities are really pretty darn interesting, and we haven't even seen them all yet. So.
And I think yesterday or today, there were yesterday, 2 new pilots released for the Whisper. Nightstand.
Nightstand. Nice.
And the other one, I forget. Anyway,
that doesn't sound like a unique pilot at all. It sounds very ununique.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a second. It's on our Discord. If you are on our Discord, you go to
Feel free to join.
the new card Smell Chanel by Samuel. Alright, new pilots. We got Nightfall, which is after you fully execute a maneuver or perform a boost action, each ship you move through gains 2 jam tokens. That is initiative 4. And then you got Whirlwind. Okay, you remember the Pokemon, the little duck with a stick?
Yeah.
We totally got to do alt art for that.
What was that guy's name? Duck Pokemon.
Whirlwind.
Was that really its name?
Yeah.
Wasn't that the evolution?
I don't know.
It was
Anyway,
Psyduck.
Whirlwind's ability is before you engage, you may remove any number of jam tokens. Then you may gain 1 focus token for each enemy ship that has you in its front arc. Basically, it's like before you engage, you get however many focus tokens, then the ships you're in their arc. Yeah, honestly though, it's like you don't get any green tokens unless you take those actions until you engage in your initiative 3, so you might die a lot before your ability procs, but seems okay. I mean, yeah, you could probably put missiles on there, have double-minded missiles. Yeah. There's a lot of chat on our Discord and the card channel. You want to go check that out?
Oh yeah, that was hopping here these last couple weeks. People are excited to see some new X-Wing stuff. It's been a minute.
Yeah. All right, we
So
do
it's
have
especially nice seeing some love for
we did have
Resistance.
some thermal detonator drops there.
Yes, we did.
We have one dropped on blue and one on green.
Who would have guessed it? So I'm still very interested as to what Sassy Tim's doing.
Sassy Tim.
That's the only way we could pronounce it now. You ruined it. Actually, I think that's how Tim wanted us to say it in the first place.
All right, he just did a 2 straight. And it looks like he's going to be... No, he's just taking the focus.
I was going to say he's going to need it, but I don't know. Who knows where the heck they're going. 2 bank out of yellow, which is Ved Foslo.
Move your lock. Move your lock. There you go.
Moved. Force back. Oops. Pure Sabak. Gonna take a left boost with
The 1K.
1K. Excuse me.
Oh.
Not what I intended.
All right, Jedi. What are you doing?
Shock T better be getting out of dodge. Just gonna take a thermal to the face.
I'll be all right.
Go left.
Hey, you got kicked again.
What are you doing?
I didn't touch it. It's just sitting
What's
here.
my speed? All right, I'm looking it up. What's my speed?
All right, we got a supernatural barrel roll on Mace. Here, oh, he reveals a 5K. Him me taking one
Really?
bomb. Roll for the cloud. See if you take a strain. Does take a strain. And is doing the purple talon roll there on Shock T. I would barrel roll. Forget the bombs.
Yeah.
You got like a guaranteed kill right there.
And I got 422 down and 23 up. I shouldn't be getting kicked.
You should be fine.
What's going on?
All right, we got a 2 bank right and a boost. Does he get out of Ved Foslo's firing arc? I gotta look to see. I think he does.
You really think so?
I think he does.
I think he's still in.
All right.
Just by the nub.
He's contemplating his action. Just taking a focus. Seems decent with COT. Bombs. We got
Boom.
Mace hitting 1 bomb. And takes a strain. That is another strain token.
Jeez.
And we got Shock T hitting the other
T.
bomb. And the result is a strain.
Strain.
All right. First up, we have the I4s on the Empire side of the board. And he did arc dodge Ved Foslo. What a move.
Oh my goodness. I thought there was no way in heck he wasn't taking some shot somewhere. But I guess technically he is. He's still got countdown.
I mean, that's his only shot.
Pretty good. Range 1 though.
All right.
That's a pretty hefty shot. But he does have 3 dice to respond, but
Ooh, spin it. Just dump it.
Sushi roll. Hit, crit.
And spin the force.
Nice. Alright, so
Takes
one.
a shield. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice, Sassy Tim.
All right.
Color
Now,
me
Sassy
impressed.
10 is going to respond by saying, hello there. I guess they're
Say hello to my
I guess
little friend.
they're checking this right here. We got a range 2 at Mace, which I think is probably going to take.
It would only make sense, so he's rolling with what? Is he gonna be? Yeah. He's gonna be down defense die.
Ooh!
What?
And whiffs majorly.
Oh my goodness.
And rolls the disrespect of aid.
If you're gonna be disrespectful, then you may as well be super disrespectful.
I'm having to do 6 a.m. jobs all week, which means I have to be at the job at 6 a.m.
Depending on where it is, it could be a 2-hour drive.
Exactly, yeah.
That's rough, man.
We
I hear
got
ya.
a crit and 1 eyeball. And the crit. Is he going to use the ability to take a stress to turn it into... Nope, he's not. Console fire.
Oh.
Well, he has already engaged. But he is down to
2?
Yep, down to 2. Oh, are you keeping track
With
of
the
that?
console fire.
Sweet. Alright, we got Mace rolling a hit crit. And that is a critical damage.
Down to 1 hull.
And the critical
Unless this
damage
is... What is it? Tell us. Flip. Flippity flip.
Oh, he's taking the stress.
Okay.
He's trying not to chance it. Using the ship ability to take the stress to turn that crit into a hit. However, we have a range 1 auto blaster.
Shock T.
Are you serious? You're not just finishing him off? No, you finish off the ship. Okay.
Can't hurt you if he's dead.
He's going after Zyrtec.
Oh my goodness.
Just has 1. So that's 1 shield on Zyrtec.
Why?
I mean, it's basically a free damage. But you totally could have just taken out.
It's 1 less firing arc to worry about.
Countdown. Yeah, it's a ship off the board.
I don't understand.
That's 48 points. I mean,
The dice gods only gave him 1 hit because he did that.
right.
Alright, flip set force. Getting things ready.
Give him a little console fire crit token there. I always forget to use those crit tokens.
They can come in handy.
Yeah, definitely. They're very useful because sometimes you forget something and you realize that you've sort of been cheating for a couple rounds. Like, oh crap, I had blinded pilot. I've been spinning target lock every round.
Oops. Did I do that?
Right. Did I do that?
You can do it really well because you got allergies right now.
Yeah. All right. Where are they going this time? This is a mess that they have put together over here. Look at that mess.
Yeah. Been pretty darn pretty up until now. Now it's a bit confusing.
So we've got a Zyrtec moving first. And then we've got Countdown, Ved, and Pure Sabak. Pure Sabak does not have ailerons. The Countdown does not either. And then we've got Shakti, Mace, and Sassy.
Sassy Tim. Get it right.
Sassy Tim. Yeah.
Tim has been saving up those dad points for ages just so he could rename a ship. So you don't disrespect that.
Look at this fake Vader.
Fake Vader.
This Vader wannabes.
So how was your vacation?
Good.
Yeah?
Kind of fast paced. Yeah.
How many days were you there?
We drove down Wednesday. We didn't get in our hotel till Wednesday night. Like late. So we were there Thursday, Friday, and we came back Saturday.
It does sound fast.
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Relaxing though?
Not really.
No.
We did a lot of walking. We went to downtown Williamsburg. Walked around. I think I walked 7 miles one day and like 5 miles the other.
Nice.
On vacation. Yeah.
How many weeks did you buy at the timeshare place?
None.
None? You escaped with your soul.
It's kind of different than they used to do it.
Oh yeah?
But I don't want to get into it, but they don't really sell weeks. They sell points. Basically, you can use your points to vacation wherever you want to. They dropped their price on there. I'm like, you kidding me? I'm like, I'm not. That's a car payment. They're like,
$10,000? So paid over the course of what, 5-7 years?
no, it was like $50,000.
What?
Yeah. But
Man.
their thing is like once you pay it off, then those points are yours. So like, you can use those paid off points for as long as you want.
No.
To say like you pay it off in 5 years, then all those points they roll over year to year.
No. Then they get you with maintenance fees and all
Oh
sorts of
yeah,
yearly fees,
yeah.
and then they make you pay.
They do all that too.
Yeah. Then you got to pay different companies so that you can trade your points to go to different resorts, and you end up paying like $1,000 a month, or well, not a month, but like $1,000 a year in fees. And no, it's terrible.
What's up, Jonathan?
Hey.
All right. Looks like we got some people getting ready to move here soon.
All right, they figured out how to get out of this mess.
Maybe. Well, this is a gauntlet match, Jonathan. So we rolled a die, and they ended up having to do the Jank Stars format from the league.
I hope it will help you to do a better job.
Well, they were flying a pretty decent. I don't know. So they got into this big cluster, and you just came in just at the right time, Jonathan, to see how they try to escape it. We'll see how successful they are.
And he's dropping 2 thermals, naturally.
Oh, shoot, which reminds me, I didn't get the thermals. Let's go take care of that.
They should have 1 left on countdown. I already
You
have
drop one on.
a system phase barrel roll. We got a 4K.
Three straight at a countdown.
Nice.
He just cleared. It's hard to tell with that. Yeah, he cleared.
And
It's close though.
did he fix console fire? Yep, he sure did.
Nice. That was slick.
And we got Ved files low 4K. You can change it though to a 3 or a 5.
Interesting.
He changed it to a 5K.
5. Give him some range. We'll see what Mace does. I'm curious if he tries to follow in on Countdown.
I think he should have killed Countdown last round.
Oh yeah, then he wouldn't have to mess with it.
Yep.
He must have a plan.
I think that's
What's the
gonna come
plan?
back and bite him.
Unless he planned on it. Who knows?
Watch Countdown come back in like one shot Shock T.
No.
Right.
Hey, congrats, Jonathan. 118 to 84 in his JJJ2 match.
Yep.
That's the Junkyard. What is that? Jawa Junkyard Jamboree 2?
The droid. I think it's the droid. I don't know what it is.
Is it a Jawa match?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a mouthful still. I still say it's a mouthful. I like it a lot though. I think it's cool. It's a fun. They do good stuff over there.
Yep. Trying to figure out an action here on.
Hey, I was right.
Here's
Jawa
the
Junkyard Jamboree 2.
Oh, okay.
I played in the first one. That's been some time ago. That was fun.
You did.
I did.
Wow. All right, we got the 2 bank. I would just boost. Or target lock and then boost straight.
Away from those thermals. So he's definitely, of course, in range of Zertic. It's gonna be a nice little face-off.
Yep, taking a target lock. Alright, he's got a fully modded 4-die shot. Alright, so we've got Sassy
Sassy.
doing the 1 hard. I don't think your barrel roll is going to fit to the right there.
That was my thought too. He's gonna take one of those thermals, isn't he?
Maybe.
Oh, I think he's close enough.
Just going to take the focus, huh?
Nothing too fancy. Nothing
Oh,
like
yes. And you boost. You just boost.
run away.
You just boost.
Fly, you fools. There we go.
Yes.
That's a good one.
Auto blasters to the rear.
Pew pew.
Alright, first bomb doesn't do anything. Second bomb doesn't do anything. Oh my gosh.
What?
I mean,
Steve, what are you painting tonight?
wow. You got disconnected.
Oh man, 3rd time tonight. This is ridiculous. I'm just gonna join the chat. Watch on a delay.
Yeah, there you go. Looks like they are discussing the bombs because it looks like it came really close to hitting your Sassy. Yeah, it's not spawning anything.
Two IG Scorpion mods. That sounds cool. Can't wait to see it, Steve.
That sounds cool.
I need to just break down and get out the airbrush and try it sometime.
Alright. We've got Dead Foslo with a target lock.
See it.
Change that hit to a crit. Oh, we got fire control system. Yep. Ready to spin the lock.
Turns it to a crit. Ooh.
Oh, and then spins the lock. There you go. Oof. Well, it takes a crit. It's gonna be a crit onto the hull. And it is a structural damage.
Poor Sassy.
Might not be too long for this world.
Come on, how am I getting thrown off this server this much?
I had no idea.
This makes no sense.
We got range 2 shots on both Mace and Sassy. And 3 hits. 1 evade. That is 2 damage. Going into
Sassy Tim.
Sassy, and Sassy goes down. Sassy still gets to shoot though, if she has a shot. Yep.
2v4 is not
range
good.
2. Alright. Can Sassy do anything on the way out? That's 2 hits. And
Blanks
that is 2
out.
damage. Oh, we got 1 more die. Hang on. Oh man, that is 2 damage.
Ouch. So he's down to
Which is
2 hull.
half points.
Nice.
And then we got Mace following it up. The 4 dice
1.
double-modded shot.
That's nuts.
Can he take out Zyrtec? There's 2.
So 2 so far. Uses the target lock. Ooh.
And converts
Doggy.
the crit for a full string. Gonna be it.
Adios. Alright. Interesting.
Nice.
Not that it matters much, but panicked pilot.
And he was initiative killed, so he never got to shoot. And now we've got the Shakti shooting at Pure Sabak, which is going to be
Full strength. 3 hits.
in the Force,
Unset force.
R7, A7, 2 blanks. Wow.
Ouch.
That is a hit crit. Crit is a direct hit, and he's dead.
Oh my goodness.
He's dead, just gone, just out,
What?
just gone.
That's nuts.
Just pop. That's it.
Blam.
Loses 2 ships back to back.
And don't forget, Countdown only has 1 hull.
Ved Foslo stressed. 3 hull, 2 shields.
I thought we had just seen a change in the whole game.
With
This is still pretty
Sassy,
even, if not.
Sassy dying.
Yeah.
This game is not even. It's 120 to 45.
Still, I thought 3 ships, but I guess I had forgotten that Countdown's down to 1 hull.
Yeah. These Jedi are 4-starved. I mean, what do you just like 1 bank with Shock T and evade? Like,
That would work. I mean, he just needs to get a target on Countdown, then it's kind of sealed. So he's definitely using Countdown as bait for Ved.
oh yeah. I would go straight after Ved though.
Would you?
Oh yeah, discipline trigger. He's the only one that benefited from discipline because he's the only one that was alive.
Hmm.
Because Ved is stressed, can't take action, so it's stressed.
Right.
Hey, did he barrel roll? What just happened?
Let's find out.
He barrel rolled left and forward. I guess that was from the other discipline trigger. Just both ships died. He did the target lock and barrel roll.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. Man, I had a trifecta of things waking me up last night. There's a thunderstorm, which woke up the dogs. The dogs come running into my room, start freaking out. So the storm woke me up, then the dogs woke me up, then the storm woke up my daughters, and then my daughters and my dogs woke me up. I was up from like 4 a.m. I don't think I went back to bed.
Wow.
I'm tired. And I had coffee too.
Uh-huh.
How's my sound tonight? I'm back to the headset.
I think you
I
sound
haven't
alright.
gotten my... Good. I haven't gotten my software set up yet for... Dude.
Bye.
Did I get booted again?
Yep.
Oh, come on. I don't know for like 10 seconds after. Is that my 5th time tonight?
Wait, did they bring up the dice stats?
They call it?
No, I don't think they
Really?
called it. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I take myself off video because I don't want to be on video for a minute.
He's picking his nose.
Yep. To get my boogers.
Shooting snot rockets. He's got a little basketball hoop in the background that you can't see. It's disgusting. I hope you don't. That'd be really gross.
See? Ta-da! Click of a button.
He's back.
Alright.
Alright, so we got thermal detonator dropped.
Barrel rolling
So we've
into his
got-
thermal debt.
What in the heck is he doing?
Risky.
Nobody was expecting that. Takes the stress.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah, nobody was expecting that. Clearly. What do you think? Bump into Shakti?
What do you mean? Oh no, he barrel rolls here.
Okay.
You got auto blaster shot range 1.
That'll do it.
If you have bullseye, then countdown's dead no matter what. Just dead. Then Mace is coming in. Probably gonna be doing
Come
a
on, Mace.
doing it too hard. Barrel roll, target lock, or just target lock.
Yeah, he doesn't need that barrel roll.
Yep. And you hit yourself with the bomb. Give yourself a strain. Nope, nothing.
Nothing. Lucky dog.
All right, now we've got a shot from Ved. Shock T, you're
Vet
range
into
2.
Shock T.
And it's only 2 dice because of no target lock.
So you
Does you
get
spin? Do you spin the
one.
focus?
He does
He
spend
spins
it.
it.
He said 2 dice.
Aggressive.
And 1 evade.
You have a force.
Uses the force.
Or wait, did he take? He took the shield. He took the shield. He went to ensure that he got the kill, auto buster kill. And bullseye. This is
Adios.
4 dice. Range 1 with marksmanship and R7. He could pump a
don't
lot of
think-
damage into this thing if he wants.
Yeah, I don't think Countdown's gonna be the lone ranger at the end of this, like you had hoped.
Marksmanship, R7. And here comes the damage. A hull breach and a wounded pilot. I think doesn't matter
Ouch.
because he's dead. Then we have
It's not gonna be-
a range 1 shot, double modded. Oh my gosh!
Woo, doggy. That's a decent roll though.
And he takes 2 crits, which is 2 shields on Ved.
The last remaining ship.
The Lone Ranger, Ved Foslo. Speaking of the Lone Ranger, when are we doing that Nash card? When are we gonna get that done?
Oh yeah. So it's halfway done. I just need to add some final card text. I can try to get that done, a Patreon one, and then fix these backs a little bit, and then I can get everything ordered. So I'd like to get that. I think we talked about one other card. You wanted me to just to do a picture of a nightstand for Nightfall. So we'll see.
Yes, nightstand. What do you think about that, chat? It's a picture
can
of a
use the one-
nightstand for Nightfall.
I just sold a nightstand. I already have a picture of one.
Mainly
sold it on
because
Facebook
on
Marketplace.
GSP Marcel goes, yeah, the nightstand.
Well,
Yeah.
we could just have a nightstand laying on its side. That would be Nightfall.
There we go.
Nightstand fall.
Nightstand fall. And we got a 3 straight here.
Mace shouldn't have any trouble. Keep it on up.
Nope. Afterburners. I forgot he had that.
Okay. Okay. Trying to get a little more distance. We'll see what Shakti can do. I don't know that she's going to get back in on the damage for a second.
Just do a purple talon roll.
Or you could do that. I thought you said something about taking a Tylenol.
Just take a purple Tylenol.
Yeah. Let's do that. I don't know what that'll do. I'm not up on the drug scene, I'm afraid.
Yeah. The purple
I
ones.
don't know what the... Yeah, what do the purple ones do?
They make you feel purple.
Which is...
Great. Purple's a great color.
Oh, alright. It's Mace's favorite.
Yeah. Takes a focus. And there's a purple Tylenol.
So do we need to make some new emojis?
The purple Tylenol.
And a sushi roll.
Oh, range 3 bullseye. No autobusters.
So close.
Yeah, he almost had it.
2 hits. Turns one to a crit. Wow. All right.
Does he have the focus?
No. So 2. He's gonna have to flip 1. Uh-oh.
Wounded.
Wounded pilot. Not dead
And
yet.
he's got 1 left. See if Mace can mop up the floor. Double modded.
Uses
Gonna
that
lock.
target lock. Reroll. Oh,
Spin your
and 3
focus.
hits.
And that probably all she wrote.
That it is.
Good game.
Goodness. All right. Not bad. Not
Wow.
bad. So that was a fun little format. I liked it. So
That was a good
that
game.
was pretty good. So awesome. Well, shout out to Sam and Alex. Congratulations, Alex. So you both flew well.
Yes.
That was fun. So I don't think Alex has played on here before, has he?
I do not think so.
So thank you very much. We do appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Yep. And this has been a game brought to you by Dials and Dice. And I'm not gonna stick around much longer because gotta get up early in the morning.
You and me both. First day of school tomorrow. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, everybody, have a good night. Sleep tight, and don't let the bed bugs bite.